That last line is so good. The least I could do if I murder a beat is take time to go to its funeral. That's such a great line. And we're back, Bret.
Yes.
I'm excited. This is Bret. I'm Chris. We reacted to NF's Hope song.
We did, yeah.
And just to rave reviews, people were like, we want more of this. So a lot of people said I should take you on the NF journey.
That came up a lot. That's true.
Because I'm a fan, and that was
Yeah.
your first experience. You think your son maybe?
It keeps haunting me. I'm not sure. I really don't. I think my son may have introduced me years ago, but I'm not sure of that. If it comes up and it starts sounding familiar, I'll be sure to say something.
Okay, so but a lot of the comments you didn't like the lyrics, so I printed out the lyrics for you. That was one
I
of
didn't say I didn't like them. I said
sorry.
I wasn't paying attention to
You were
them.
paying attention, and people were mad.
They
about
were.
us.
They were.
very angry.
I'm sorry for the insults, by the way. I listen to music instruments first and then lyrics later.
But with NF, that's the story.
Okay, so we're writing them out here.
He
Okay.
tells a story. Yeah, this is.
Great.
So
Okay,
don't read
good.
them yet. You can't. Look,
All right,
but,
okay, no
But
peeking.
he tells a story, and that's what people want you to go on this journey to see his story and why.
Yeah, so this is the beginning of the journey, like legit. This is like his first song or something?
Intro. Yeah.
This is called Intro?
This is off his first album.
Really? Okay.
Sort of. He mentions another album that he said was not great, but we'll get into it. Sorry, I spoiled.
He wanted this one to be the first one once you
again,
realize the first
I'm a
one.
big fan of NF. They're like the middle period of his career. I haven't followed as closely, but I've listened to.
How long does it go back? Like 10, 12 years?
2014. Yeah, so about 10 years. So, yeah. So let's jump into it. This is intro as we start the NF journey. So
Going on the NF journey. Can't wait.
All right, headphones on, and we're watching a video. There's a video.
There's a video right there.
Oh, let's see.
I'm looking like I'm gonna get it, you probably don't get it. I come in your house with a microphone looking like I'm about to set up a show in your kitchen. I'm out of my mind, but I feel like I'm in it. If I never make it, don't make any difference. I'm still gonna.
And one thing I will say, and this is true, the last one, is that I like the intro just because it had that movie quality. He pulled me in. I will say that, like with the whatever
Caution
was
tape,
around
the
it.
police
Yeah,
tape.
the caution tape around it. So I was pulled in by that. It was sharp.
Yeah. So he does, and he even mentions this later, like that he feels like he makes movies, not just music videos. Like he wants, like that's why like all his stuff kind of relates. Like it's a cinematic universe.
Yeah, it really is,
Type
and
thing.
I can appreciate that.
And the build, I like his builds. Like he does that, like where it's the instrumental thing, and then he like comes in with something fast. Like you're not. It's like you're not expecting it. It's just like boom, we're into.
Yeah,
it.
that's true, and it did that before. But now I will say this: not being hip hop trained, I do need the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to listen to the lyrics after being smacked around so bad about it. But it's a little hard for me, because my ears are not trained to that.
Yeah.
I can listen to bass parts though.
All right. It's got
Okay, here we go.
I'll turn this up.
Like I'm in it. If I never make it, don't make any difference. I'm still gonna kill it. You know what the deal is. And there ain't no chillin' when I'm in the building. And F is a monster. I am a villain. My music is sick and you don't know what ill is. You better get back. I don't write any filler. I write what I feel and I'm feeling a million. So you better be quiet. You hear it? I'm about to lose it. I'm on a whole different level of music. Don't treat me like I have no clue how to do this. You better rethink what you're thinking and move. Now picture me writing when I was a kid trying to make it in music. I think it is crazy. I spend all my money on studio time trying to get on my music so people could play it. Keep it 100. My music was terrible. Learn to get better than one that I made. Go back to my Moments album. Most of you people, you probably don't know what I'm saying.
So he talks about his Moments album, and then he says, "I'm gonna keep it 100." Like that means I'm gonna.
Is that the one where he said his music was terrible?
Yeah.
I did catch that part.
So I'm gonna keep it 100. Yeah, but he's like, he's like, I know I was bad, but I kept at it. Like he's like, I kept trying.
wow,
I knew
okay.
that I was supposed to keep doing this. And then one of the lines, you better get back. I don't write any filler. I write what I feel, and I'm feeling a million. And so that's what he's kind of known for. Of like, I write what I'm feeling. Like it's this, like his music. That's called NF Real music. We talked about that last time. Like where he wants to make you feel something from his music. So that's why the lyrics are so important. to people that
Now,
listen to his
would you
music.
say though that what he's feeling oftentimes is kind of negative? I mean, is he depressed, or is he typically happy, or a little bit of both? Or
Right now, he's feeling a million in this song.
He's feeling a million.
No, but
I didn't catch that part. I just caught the terrible music part, which I thought was a really good line because most musicians won't admit that. You know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that was about his first album.
yeah. So
Okay.
he says, "Go back to my Moments album." Most of you people probably don't know what I'm saying. Hold up. So, but he, yeah. So and that's where like the Hope song comes in because he does like we kind of go on this journey of like his kind of anxiety and depression and just like feeling these negative feelings, but he like wrestles with that because he does follow Jesus, and so he's trying to like he knows that that's a battle with him, but he writes like, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now, and so that's why people relate to his music because we go through hard things, and so like they feel like they can relate to him.
So that's what makes him popular and relatable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold up! What you witnessing now? Don't try to figure me out. I grab on that microphone, jump in the crowd, they was laughing at me. Who they laughing at now? I laugh at myself. Some people they looking like wow. The moment you told me that you was a rapper, I couldn't believe it. You believe it now? Step in the booth and I'm murdering. You never heard of a rapper that killer like I do. I sleep on the couch in the studio, stay up till 3 in the morning and write till I get more. The moment I wake up, I feel like I don't even sleep and I'm ready to put on my record. Well, thank you for buying. Maybe you burned it, but either way, I'm gonna wreck it. I look at the industry, look what it did to me. You'll never make it if you never grind. You put a whole lot of money.
Okay, this is something that does, again, I'm not hip hop trained, so as much as I'm trying to listen to lyrics, it's super hard for me to do. But this is where, you know, one of the things I always resisted about it was that I felt like it wasn't as artful as other music forms. But when someone can speak articulate things that fast,
Yeah.
that is an art form. That would take some training. And I'm also interested in hearing what he viewed as terrible stuff and what's good stuff later. Because I've always wondered, I was asked my son, what's good, what's bad when it comes to hip hop, and how can you tell? And
I don't know.
You know, but this is considered, I guess, better.
Yeah.
But you can also tell it's lower budget too, because he's still
yeah.
on the same street. The last one I saw,
He's
made a little bit of money.
Yeah,
I think
he
that's
has.
fair to say.
And that's what like. I mean, this is still. I think he's still independent at this point.
Are we on the second page?
Yeah, well, we just got there. So, but he's and this is where he kind of gets into the little bit of like, he's like, you're laughing at you used to laugh at me, but now who are you laughing at? Because he's like, I'm getting better at it, and he knows he's getting better, and so that's where he kind of like comes in with like but his work ethic. That's the thing. He's like, I sleep on the couch in the studio, stay up till 3 a.m, and write till I get more. The moment I wake up, I feel like I don't even sleep, and I'm ready to put out a record. And thank you for buying it. It's like he's like saying, I'm going to work hard at this because I know this is what I'm supposed to do. And so,
Wow.
So his work ethic.
Well, but that's a great thing. I mean, because one of the things I've learned over the years is that a lot of us think that talent is just this innate thing, that some people can do things and some people can't. But talent's a developed thing, and it comes from doing the work hard deal and getting to this point.
Into it, you better be ready to give it your time. Look at the past several years of my life, and I promise you I've been giving it mine. Try to keep up with this, I'm not a puppet, no string on my back, I'm one of a kind. Music is changing, no way to tame this. I am an artist. Look what I painted. Hang up the caution tape, I'm dangerous. Does anyone know what my brain is?
I like the caution tape.
They're famous, but I really don't care what your name is, and I really don't care if I'm nameless. Y'all just driving around. I know what my lane is. Hockey, not competitive. This is a job for me, it's adrenaline. Don't try to box me, and I am Mayweather. Come in the ring, my punches are way better. I never drink, but I live in these bars. The moment you blink is the moment you love.
Okay, those lines right there, I love them because cocky, no, I'm competitive. This is a job for me. It's adrenaline. Don't try to box me in. I'm Mayweather. That's a good line because I come in the ring, my punches are way better. I never drink, but I live in these bars. Like, because bars are like the lines in music.
Oh, okay.
It says I don't drink, but I live in these bars. Like,
right.
And
Okay.
so that's one of the like his earlier music. He makes a lot of drug references. Like he doesn't do drugs, but he like I think there's another line in here later on that like he'll make drug references because he doesn't do drugs or drink or anything like that. And so
Well, that's very
he kind of
cool.
like
Yeah.
what sets him apart from other rappers kind of in this style. And so, but I like those lines right there where he's like, yeah, it's like, step in the ring, I'm Mayweather. I like it.
I'll say you a king who put you in charge. Care what you think, I'll break in your car. I'm on top of it, sounding your alarm. And wake up the neighborhood, rap in your yard. And carry the speakers up under my arm. So you can sleep in on me, I'm at large. No, but the jokes, I ain't joking. You come in the session with me, I'ma show you what dope is. And when I say dope, I ain't talking about smoking. I'm talking about music that has an emotion. I look at this mic, it's part of my family. Take it away, I'm coming to find you. I've been through a lot of my life, and it's hard to get people to listen when no one's behind you. And then Capital came in the picture and gave me a shit.
Okay, and he kind of repeat the anti-drug thing.
Yeah.
Which I do like that. I will say that. And it's kind of cool in this genre that he's speaking that stuff out. You know, when I say dope, I don't mean smoking. I'm talking about, doing kind of working hard is what it sounds like. Which kind of interesting message, which I admit I did not know was out there. And
Yeah,
it's good to know.
But okay, this one he did sign. Yeah, Capitol signed him, so he is signed at this point. So I think this is where he's starting. Like this was like the beginning of where he starts to get big.
Wow,
like
okay.
this album
Right.
kind of took off for him. So.
Shot and look at it now. I look at the team I'm dealing with. These people ain't playing around. Looking back, I got a lap. I was in a whole different place a year ago. I look at the math, I look at the map, and thank you God, I swear it's a miracle. And I'm sorry, but I gotta leave. But man, this track was beautiful. The least I can do if I murder a beat is take the time to go to his funeral.
That last line is so good. The least I could do if I murder a beat is take time to go to its funeral. That's such a great line. But
Admittedly, yes.
And he thanks God. He said that's where it's a miracle. But this is where I like him because he gives credit where credit's due, but he also realized like, hey, I have to work hard. And I think like the Apostle Paul when he talks about bragging, he's like, I don't boast by anything I've done, but I boast in the Lord. And that's what I feel like he does because he's like cocky. No, I'm competitive. He's like I've worked for this. Like it's not that I'm the greatest at this, but I'm gonna be the greatest because I'm gonna try my hardest. And
it is a great lesson, especially for younger people. Especially, it's one of the things I wish I would have learned earlier in life because you do have that perception that some people just have it and they get it because it just descended on them. But this is saying just the opposite, and that's very, very true. You read about any great musician or recording artist or movie maker or whatever else, they paid prices that you don't recognize. And so it's kind of, I had no idea this was going to be the theme of the deal or whatever else.
yeah,
So
and,
that's great.
And I remember the first time I heard this, like 10 years ago, and I was like, this is different from every other Christian rap artist or every other even rap artist. Like it just was a different feel because one, there wasn't cussing and stuff like that, but it felt like this was something I could show people that weren't Christians and be like, this is good music. And they were like, oh, who is this?
And if you listen to it, it made you want to just go work hard.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, admittedly, that's, most of them kind of want you to party or something like that.
He has good
there's a lot of pluses
workout albums too.
That's great.
So,
Okay.
But yeah, so out of 5 stars, what would you rank?
Oh, we're doing that. Okay, 5 stars.
Yeah,
5
we're
stars.
gonna rate these now.
Oh,
We're gonna
man, a
see.
lot of pressure. I will give it. Can we give halves? I'll give it a 3.5.
Okay. Because I was gonna come in at 3.
A lot of it's because I want to save my 4s and 5s for later things.
Because like early on, like I would have given this a 5, but like now knowing what he's done, I would say this is a 3 because this is kind of like the start of him. And so, but it was good.
I'm also comparing it to the first one I saw, the Hope one, but there was a lot of musicality in that was kind of more advanced and all that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of but still, I mean, I was very positive about it. I'm not going to listen to it necessarily in my car while I'm driving around, but I'm on the journey.
All right. This is the start of Mansions. And so join us next time. We're going to leave comments on what you want to hear. And so we're going to react to some more of his stuff.
Looking forward to it.
Leading up to the new album on April 7th, I think.
Oh, that's right. It's coming out.
Good Friday. So thanks for joining us. See you next time.
All right, see you.